Right, guys, so we are here. Hey, how are you doing?
Morning, I'm very good.
Morning,
You?
gorgeous. It's lovely to be here. Thank you
Oh, excited.
so much for sparing some time. I really, really appreciate it because I know you're super busy.
Yes, I am. Thanks for
Oh, thanks to me. That's so nice. I love it. I've loved helping you. I have absolutely loved working with you. So I wanted to share your story with other photographers to inspire other photographers and to see them that, they can create dream businesses. They can attract business into them from brand photography. And I've loved working with you, and you were one of my beta clients obviously on the course, so I'm dead excited to quiz you, pick your brains and hear all about your story. So I've got all my notes and my quizzing notes. I'm going to be quizzing you. I've got my brew as well.
I've got a few notes too. So
I've got my brew as well.
I stumble on my words, and I've got my coffee.
Oh, good. I've got the wrong mug, so I've actually got my husband's mug. My sister-in-law bought me Mrs. Always Right, and then she bought him Mr. Right, but I can't find mine. I think he's nicked mine, but hey ho. So we've got our brews and we're ready to go.
Yes.
So what I thought I'd ask you first, is just about before you moved into brand photography, before you came on board in the course or you started looking at brand photography, how long you'd been a photographer, what your photography background was, what genres you were working in, and also the challenges you were facing in those genres.
So I probably took up photography initially as a hobby around 7, 8 years ago. And that came about like a lot of people when you have children and somebody comes around and takes beautiful pictures of your children, and all of a sudden you're like, I want to create that. I want to take beautiful pictures too. And I've always loved photography, even from being young. I love looking at pictures and all the rest of it. So at the time I was working in law, and I did that for 18 years. My husband got me my first SLR for Christmas, and then just snapping away taking pictures of my kids. I then found that I was getting people, like friends, saying, "Oh, can you do some pictures of my children?"
Yeah.
Did a few of them, posted them on Facebook, and then madly people wanted to pay me to do it. So I was like, "Oh, right, okay."
Because you're bloody good at it, that's why.
The family photography kind of developed as just a bit of a hobby, really. And then I went to evening college at Eccles sixth form, and I did a bit of photography courses there. And then my college tutor actually asked me to do a wedding.
Wow.
And I was like, thought I would never do a wedding.
Wow.
But eventually I agreed. Stupidly. No, it was good weddings. Then I went down the wedding route. So cut a long story short, I gave up my full-time job because I couldn't do both. And thankfully I was able to go down the wedding route and, earn some money from that side of things. But I just found it was just too much. Every weekend, so I was working 9 to 5, left that job, but then I just got so busy and I was working every weekend, and I was kind of starting to dread them a little bit.
Because it takes up your whole weekend, doesn't it? Which takes you away from your family and your kids.
Yeah, and I loved shooting them. I absolutely loved the day. But it was the build-up beforehand, the worry afterwards, and it was just too much pressure, I think. And I was just away from the family every weekend. I couldn't, because you couldn't do anything on the Friday night because you had the wedding on the Saturday, and then you've done weddings. Yeah. Then Sunday it felt like you had a hangover, like a wedding hangover. I used to call it.
You're thinking your body aches, you're knackered. I've always said this to my husband. He's super, super fit and into his gym, but I said to him, I'm not into my gym or my fitness, but people don't realise how physically demanding a wedding in particular is mentally and physically. You are just knackered that next day.
I think you just run on pure adrenaline all day, don't
massively,
you? You barely eat. That's where I was really. Fantastic. So then I kind of decided, do you know what? I can't do the weddings anymore. So I've still got a couple this year because obviously we booked in advance, and I am looking forward to them because they're nice.
So you were ready for a change, basically.
Yeah. So I kind of went back to my family business then, and just carried on with that, doing a bit of commercial work for different companies, and but kind of a little bit lost as to where to go.
Yeah, perfect. Well, that's good. That obviously when we then met, we started talking about brand photography. Because for me, I was in exactly the same position as you. I loved my weddings, but I found they were excessively stressful and take up all your weekends, which I wanted my weekends back from my family like yourself. So tell me about, what was it that attracted you to brand photography? How did you come across brand photography? How did you hear about it? And what was it that drew you to it?
Yeah, so it came about a little bit by accident, actually. So you meet different people along the way, don't you? And I had a lady approach me, kind of like for headshots, I suppose. Or that's what I thought it was for. She just said, oh, I need some pictures for my business. And I was like, all right, okay. But she said, well, I don't really want like corporate headshots. I want something more relaxed and a bit more lifestyle. So straight away I was like, oh, brilliant. I love being a bit more creative. And it was, you know, we could just play about, really.
Which you can in these sort of shoots, can't you? Yeah, perfect.
It does feel like being more creative and kind of doing what photography is about, really.
Yeah, definitely.
So I did her photo shoot, and we met in a coffee shop. We did some pictures in there, then outside, then we went to her home. At the time, I didn't realise what I was doing. I just thought it's just, this is what she's asked me to do, and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's just a photography job, and I'm doing what she's asked me to do.
Yeah, and then it was only when, so I was in your Rich Togs group, and I'd heard you mention it a few times, and I was thinking, oh, it's a bit similar to what I did the other week, and loved it. And then you start researching, don't you, and looking into it more.
Yeah.
And then, what attracted me to it was the fact that it's midweek.
Yes.
You know, it was, you could be more creative.
Yes.
And, you know, photography can be a bit of a lonely business as well. So it was nice to feel like you're meeting somebody, and it just felt like meeting up with a friend a lot of the time. And, you know, they're excited. I'm excited. So it's a lovely genre, really,
because you can sort of empathise with your clients in brand photography, or business people just like you. They are trying to grow their business just like you. So it's so lovely to help that person, don't you think, to grow their business. The service you're providing is going to help them grow their business, make more money, be more confident in their services and their presence. I love that. Perfect. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so when you and I started talking, obviously it was about the brand photography course, the business of brand photography. So what was it that attracted you to that particular course when you and I started talking about it? What was it that attracted you to working with me and choosing that course?
Yeah, so I think because I was in your Rich Togs group, and I like the way you talk anyway, you're just dead real and say it as it is, but enthusiastic and professional as well. You know, you want people to do well, and that's what attracted me to it, that you're just normal. You know, you're like us. not in an offensive way. But
I like being normal. I don't want to be abnormal.
Yeah, exactly. You were just authentic and real. So when you said you were doing the branding course, I felt completely, and I have with all my photography sort of areas, felt a little bit like I've never quite got everything properly done, you know, like in a process. And I think because I worked in law for so long, and like I had to do directions all the time, and I like methodical things. So when you were doing this course, I thought, right, well, if I'm going to go down the branding route, I want to do it properly. Yeah. With somebody who knows what they're doing. Yeah. But also somebody who understands. Yeah. Like, come from weddings and families, and you know, just real guidance, I suppose. And
you sound like me, and we've had this conversation. You like to follow step by step a process. And I know I'm like that. I like a little tick list that I can tick off.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I'm learning, when I've been on other courses, the courses I've found I've enjoyed most have been exactly how I've structured this one, where there is a process to follow, and each section is covered, and it's a journey of knowledge, and that's what I wanted to get across. So I'm glad you've enjoyed that aspect of it, because everyone learns differently, don't they? But that is how I structured it.
I mean, some people sit and watch YouTube tutorials all day and stuff, but I like pen and paper and going through things.
Yeah, definitely. And I find when I've signed up for courses, I have enjoyed learning from someone that's just that one step ahead of me and has done what I want to do. And I haven't been, I've been a photographer like you many years. I've done it for 14 years. But for the brand photography, I have learned from scratch. It was a new, very fashionable word. You know, like yourself, I've done corporate commercial, we've done bits and pieces, but then creating that brand photography offering, I did it from scratch, basically, like yourself. And it's can be done. It can be done if you follow a structure and you follow a strategy and you get your business head on and you have belief and confidence. It very much can be done.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm excited that the course has helped you. So I want to talk about now your results, because I know you've done a few shoots and you've got paid shoots now. So tell us about the shoots you've been doing, how you found them.
Yeah, so with regards to your course, obviously I went through all that and I loved it because like you had your roadmap and I used Studio Ninja as well.
Yes.
So I literally, without sounding lazy, I could literally copy and paste some of your
exactly.
You know,
well, that's what it was there for.
How to respond to emails and just little things like that. So yeah, with regards to once I started feeling a bit more confident after going through your course, then I could start putting it out there. So I did a separate Facebook page for just my personal brand, just to make it look a bit more professional in that genre. And yeah, so the first two people that I worked with for what I would call a proper branding shoot was a social media strategist.
Fab.
And we decided to do that one on a trade basis because I needed help with my Facebook, Instagram, all the rest of it.
Perfect.
So she did that for me. I did her branding shoot, which was brilliant. And then the second lady is graphic designer. And again, we worked on a trade basis. So she's doing my website, my logo, setting all up.
I mean, that's thousands of pounds worth of service you're receiving. And at the same time, you're getting the portfolio of images you need. And the experience, I love that. Great, love it.
That's it. So once I started posting them images, we had a chat about how to move it forward. Now I've got everything in place, and we decided that we'd do like a special offer, an introduction offer, build up my portfolio. And then since doing that, I've had 3 paid bookings. So I did my first one yesterday. With Fawn and Fable, which is an interior design company, which was just amazing. Absolutely loved it. It was like just being with a friend for the whole day. She had this beautiful cottage, and I love flowers, and the house was just full of flowers in the garden. Oh, it was lovely. It was really nice, and so I'm really excited to share them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Then I've had another lady who's a nutritionist. She's booked me, and then I've just had an email yesterday actually from a cake maker. So she wants to book me as well.
So that's 3 paid shoots.
To my next level.
Yay! So we got 3. So we've been working together. Is it 1 or 2 months now? Is it 2 months? I think you went in. So you've had 5 shoots. You did the first 2 on a trade basis. You've got your 3 paid shoots at a promotional level, and now we're going to move your prices up and start attracting more. So that's 5 shoots in total you've had in the 2 months. That is absolutely ace. So tell us about yesterday's shoot. What did you love about it?
So, well, firstly, I love the fact that you've created like a workbook for new clients to complete, and I love that whole process. So we chatted a lot, so you really get to know the person beforehand, whereas in the past I probably would have said, what kind of images do you want, or just rock up on the day and wing it, whereas this time I felt like I understood her as a business and what she needed, and how we were going to go about it. Everything was organised. We had I did the schedule that you recommended for times.
Oh, amazing! So
it was brilliant. And don't get me wrong, it did go over schedule.
They always do occasionally.
She was plying me with coffee and biscuits, so I was quite happy. It was lovely. We did the first part of the morning. We were a bit concerned because it looked like it was going to rain, so we did the outdoor shoot first. Yeah. We got a florist involved as well to do all the flowers. She had like an old-fashioned vintage bike. And she wanted pictures on there, so we filled like the basket full of flowers. Oh, it was just beautiful, honestly.
Oh, gorgeous.
And then we did like some of us sat outside having coffee. Her husband's involved in the business, so we had some of them, the 2 of them together. And then we moved inside and we had pictures of us sewing, sat at a table, working, just sat with the cat. just, real natural
Fabulous.
pictures. But
Love
I'm
that.
hoping that she will have got a lot of images out of it.
Fantastic. So is having that pre-written content in the course, the roadmap, the guidance on your pre-shoot consultation, your workbook, all those elements that are put into that course, have they helped you create that level of confidence and going into that shoot and feeling like you know what you're doing and you're enjoying
100%.
it?
I don't think I would have done it without it, really. I think I would have still been bumbling along, kind of not really feeling like a specialist in anything, if you know what I mean. Whereas now I feel like I've got everything in place, the structure's all there. I look and sound more professional because of the way I can talk better about it, and I know what we need for the shoot. So yeah, sending her all the information beforehand. Like at first she was like, "Oh my God, what's all this work I've got to do?" And I was like, "It's worth it." And she actually said afterwards that it massively helps her for her clarity as well on her business.
And that's part of our service, isn't it? We are actually helping these businesses get clarity on who they are, who they want to serve, as well as creating those beautiful visuals for them.
That's it. Because some people who come to you, they'll have their brand already and all the rest of it. Whereas some people come and they're like, I've not really got any colour scheme. And it helps them sort of hone down as to what they need as well. Fantastic. So yeah, it really does work. Wonderful,
fantastic. So are you looking forward to a specialising career in brand photography now? Is this your aim, or is that what we're going to do for you?
Yeah, I mean, I always love my family work. I think that's because that's where I came from. So I'll always do that. But yeah, I would class myself now as a family and personal brand photographer. Yeah, fantastic. Definitely.
Brilliant. Yeah. Wonderful. It's so exciting to talk to you because you have just come in those short 2 months. You have come leaps and bounds, and I am absolutely buzzing that I've helped you do that, and I'm buzzing I've been a part of it. And you've done the work. I haven't done the work. You've done the work. You've made it happen for you. And I always go on and I nag with love about, I can teach you so many things, but it's up to you to take action and get over various fears and self-limiting beliefs, which we all have, and do the work. And you've bloody done it, mate. Honestly, you've done brilliantly. I'm so buzzing for you.
Well, I must admit, I think had I not have done the course, and the course isn't like cheap as chips or anything. You got to pay for it, but I've made that money back now, no problem.
Yeah.
It's done, and now I'm at the point where I can charge what I need to charge to earn a decent living and go forward with it, like you say, within a space of like 2 months. So
fantastic. So it's a worthwhile investment for you then. Would you recommend it to other photographers?
100%, yeah. Because I would literally be still sat here fumbling around, wondering, what do I need to do? Sending an email and trying to reword it every time, and just this, I'd still be faffing around.
Faffing, I always say that. Let's get focused and stop faffing.
And I am a faffer, so yeah.
I'm a faffer. I come from a family of faffers, and without focus, I would faff till the cows come home.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm so thrilled.
Like I say, with the Studio Ninja package that I use, I could literally go on your, because it comes in sections, doesn't it? So you complete each one. So I'd literally do each section, take it over to Studio Ninja, tick it off, go back, do it, tick it off. And it was a really easy way of following the process. But what I did like about it was, I've done courses before, like weddings and stuff like that, and they all give you guidance, but they don't tell you how. Whereas yours is literally tons of guidance and tons of how to respond to an email, which is stupid. We should all know how to respond to an email, but
sometimes you go a bit blank, don't you? Think, well, I know what I want to say, but how do I say it and how do I start wording it? So, I'm glad that helps. That's brilliant. Oh, thanks, Em. Honestly, you've been amazing to chat to. You and I will continue to chat. Obviously, we've got some time together, but thank you for your time today. And thank you for your honesty, and thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate it, because I do pour my heart and soul into everything I do, and I genuinely want to help other girls succeed.
Well, it's even sorry, I know you're trying to
No, go for it.
But when I was a bit unsure about, so one of my clients came back to me and said, what do I Google up for the Pinterest? What do I type in? And I was like, Gillian. And straight away, you actually researched it for me and came back and you were like, right, this is what I found. Give her this and this. And even, little things like that. You are such a good help. And it isn't just, here's the course, see ya. it's the whole aftermath as well, which you really help with.
Oh, thank you. Because I do want to be there for you. I don't want to be like, here's the course, see you later. I want to be there on hand to help you. I want you to succeed. And if you need to message me like you did that time and say, Jill, what would you do about this? Or Jill, can you help me with that? That is not a problem. That's what I'm here for. So I want to help you make some money and get pushing forward with success. So it's big. Oh, hon, I'm so glad. I am so buzzing I've helped you. And thank you for your kind words today. I really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you for your time. Have a great day. And
I
will see you very soon.
See you later. Bye.